Viewers from
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Shenanigans. Sorry to interrupt you, Bastian. Sorry.
No problem.
All right.
Don't lie.
So,
Chickens.
what is next? Chickens.
We're past that. We're past the chicken.
Yes, we got the eggs.
Well, we can't let
Yes.
the chicken go to waste either. So the one that died, we'll
No.
eat that.
What came before, the chicken or the egg? We can say that for later. You know,
We will definitely need to save that conversation for later.
KFC.
the KFC came first, obviously.
First came KFC, then the chicken.
Yes.
Egg. Because KFC needed more
All
chicken.
right. What are we doing?
Candy?
Candy. Decoration. Oh, candy, right? You need the candy for the drinks, yeah?
The milk
Yes.
and the candy.
Is there like is there a candy shop in Berkshire?
There is a candy shop.
Perfect. Let's go to the candy shop. There's a rap song about that, but I don't know it at the top of my head. But you know,
Yes, take me
we're
to the
gonna go
candy
to
shop.
the candy shop. We're gonna go until we stop or something.
Just pick a random Willy Wonka song and roll with it.
Yes.
I don't think that's the song he was going for.
I think it's 50 Cent. I'm not sure.
No, yeah. I know where you're going with it.
Finney's Flower Shop, and we're gonna do Candy's Candy Shop.
Lovely. Is it a human or no? Or halfling?
It is a human that owns Candy's Candy Shop.
Okay.
Candy is a human. Yes.
Okay. Hello, Candy.
Made of candy.
Candy is
Yes.
not made out of candy. Who all is heading to Candy's Candy Shop?
She's very sweet though.
I think we just figured out what drink we're gonna make, and we're all going together
All right.
after we've drank the drink, but we don't have the last element.
Right. So you test out the drink, and you're like, you know what this needs? Sprinkles, baby. Fucking sprinkles.
Yeah.
So the whole party heads over to Candy's Candy Shop, or some portion of the party does. And there's Candy standing behind the counter. He is a 90-year-old man, balding with kind of brown splotches on his head, very wrinkly hands, and kind of like a sagging gullet.
Wow, this took a whole nother turn I was not expecting.
Hey,
Candy,
kids.
you're looking mighty good today. Just saying.
Thanks, sweetie. You guys want some candy?
Oh yeah, we need some candy. What do we need again? She's like smacking.
We need
Victor.
sprinkles. Candy sprinkles.
Does he want some smokes?
What the pretty elf said.
Sprinkles will look good on you, Elfie. All right. All right, we want some sprinkles and some what?
We should get some extra sprinkles for you. Cause yeah, he's right.
We should get some extra sprinkles for Desmond. So he can
Yeah, we could make his thong thing made out of candy.
Did you need a candy
Edible
loincloth?
underwear. That's what everyone needs, right?
Our most popular products are the edible underwear, actually.
We'll take one of them then.
sold.
And do you want the tight-fitting package or the Magnum package?
What's he got going on down there? Didn't someone say they already saw him naked?
I
Daniel
don't
Bush said
know.
it was a glorious experience.
Oh, glorious. That must be the Magnum.
All right. One Magnum-sized candy crotch pocket. I will never get another job
wonder
after
what
this.
Candy does in his spare time. He's
I have a
rolling.
feeling there is like a slight look of your childhood just burning around you on Glothia's face.
Is there a
That is
candy
not how
cane
you-
pole in this place somewhere?
This is not how you imagine a candy shop experience would go.
What happens when they close the
Pole
candy shop
dancing.
at night? This is what's
so
going on.
Candy will actually lead you to the like 18+ area at the back of the shop. You know, there's like a little beaded curtain that you have to go through, and then you
Right.
get to like the adult
But the candy
section.
beads, right? They're made out
Right,
of-
the little candy beads, and back here you have like candy
Ruby
cane
takes one of the
poles.
candies.
Go from top to bottom. You've got all sorts of edible contraptions that you hadn't even imagined, and don't ask me to explain them because it would probably be blocked by Twitch's TOS. So
No, please, Neal. You know, you remember what I'm famous for, right?
Now, what
yes.
do you do with that one?
Yes, I do. Sure.
No, you've already been blocked by China. What do you got to lose?
Right?
All right. So you can get a magnum-sized candy crotch pocket for Desmond. You can get some sprinkles from the front of the shop. Is there anything else that you need?
Should we get some party favors for people?
Yes.
What'd you say, Johnny?
I need an edible pole to hold up my cake center.
Oh.
That is actually not a bad idea.
We
An edible? Can we get an edible pole? Is that a thing you sell here with your candy crotches?
Yep.
How big do we need the pole?
I imagine
Gotta be
you got
big enough to
a
hold
sign
the cake
on
so we
back
can
that
pop
says,
out of it.
About my edible pole.
Pole needs to be like 12 feet tall. You got one of them?
Well,
Like
we
a-
only have the 10-foot versions in right now, but I could take a 10er and a 6er and kind of like cut out 4 feet from the 6er and weld them
no
together.
need to cut. We'll take the whole 16.
A 16-foot candy pole? Are you sure? You got a building big enough for it?
I have a lot
Look
of
at Johnny.
I was imagining like a Desmond like pole dancing around like a candy cane kind of thing.
Don't put that image into my.
I have another one for Desmond.
Will that fun. Gofier
have you done,
curses
Neal?
in Elvish as he now tries to get this image out of his mind.
What have you done?
Do you mind trying this on so we can like see it in action? I'm just kidding.
Don't worry about it. I always wear one on me anyway. And he lowers his pants to show you off the candy crotch pocket.
Oh, glorious.
no. Ah!
I love it. This is perfect, don't
Gofier
y'all
casts
think?
darkness onto the shop. Like there's a short flash of, and a cut to darkness. We take it.
So sprinkles, the clothes, and a 16-foot candy cane pole, which is like this big around. It's big enough that you can hold on to it and move around on it. So all of this is going to come to like
Maybe some lollipops, just
4,000 copper,
Yeah,
so
the
40
guests need
gold.
something to suck on.
yeah, right.
Copper.
You behave. So 4,000 copper, 40 gold. Someone
Oh.
ship out some money.
I'll cover it. Don't worry about it.
All right.
All right.
I'm good. I'm good for it. I'm good.
Let
Desmond.
me carry this for you. And Gofier just
No. Okay.
carries the big. He has 17 strength. He just carries the big.
You're just carrying it.
You're gonna need someone. It's a 16-foot pole, so someone's gonna need to stand in
Well, it's a
front of it.
10-foot pole and a 6-foot pole.
Okay, that's true. That's true. You're gonna need someone to stand in front and back of the pole to make sure that when you go around corners, you don't hit anyone or anything like
Yeah, we
that.
can just hit people. It's fine.
Guys,
Carries the 6 foot.
can't let Lizzy see it. We have to be very sneaky about it.
Maybe we get like a blanket and put it over the pole.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
You can wrap the pole in a blanket, and
No one will be suspicious then.
Okay. So, where are we? We have.
I don't know, Neal. It's your job to keep
Flowers.
track of that.
We have decorations, sort of. We've got cocktails.
I feel like we can get like stuff to make decorations, like paper and cloth, like color.
I think we need the sign and stringers.
fine.
Okay,
Yeah, just
so
colored cloth for like streamers all over the place.
And milk. We need the milk from Bessie.
Oh, Bessie. Yeah.
that's true.
Didn't you just come from the farm? He looks
All
at
right.
Johnny.
So this is probably day 2 by now that you've been running around and doing all this stuff.
Yeah.
So day 2, you've got all the eggs that you need for the cake. You're still gonna need some milk for it. Some of Bessie's milk here.
I'm gonna need to be a cow too today.
Johnny, you just came from the farm. Is that right?
But you're no coward, are you?
He's gonna go dress up as like a cow now.
How about I give you a hand with this one?
All right. Are you gonna be the cow?
Don't you mean a hoof? Because like
I
the
think
cows.
you are the best to imitate a cow.
Don't be moody.
Hold on. Are you
I
two
don't
just
have
gonna be wearing one of those double cow suits?
That was my plan. Yeah.
How about
one
we
of
get
those
someone else to
horses.
come with us?
No, you guys.
I mean, I'll come to watch.
Be the back, and I'm gonna be the front, because I'm a top-heavy guy, you know. And then we're gonna be in a cow suit, and we're gonna walk our way in, milk some cows, and then get out. All right. I'm
I
glad you
think this is the
volunteered, my
best
man.
idea
I
that Johnny has ever come up with. Johnny, I do the high five thing again for Johnny.
Yeah.
All right. Here, okay. Give me your pitch to Gualtier here. The arrogant elf. How you convince him to do that?
You volunteered, my man. Here's the bottom, and I just like give him the suit. I have this on me, ready to go.
Oh my gosh, Gualtier, you make the best rump I've ever seen in my life. And
Okay,
I've seen a lot of rumps, I'm just
Okay.
saying.
true.
You want to be convinced? There's no way you don't have a better ass than Chicken Leg McGee over there.
Yeah, he definitely can't be the rump. We need somebody with a fine rump. She's just
right.
like,
I know what you're doing there. But
what am I doing? What? What am I doing?
Guathier's so full of himself. He's like,
No,
you're
it's
clearly
not
talking about me. I can tell, everyone.
Okay. All right. I gave my word after all. But we put this on near the farm, not here.
Just
All right,
stop
I'm
being
in
an
the
ass.
We're like in the middle of town.
Oh. Thing.
So
Okay, so
Is there a way
you.
to like capture this moment? Can I paint it? Can I do like some kind of thing to like paint?
You want
this-
to paint this picture?
Yeah, I want to sneak and follow them, and then while they're doing it, I want to paint the scene.
All right, you can set up an easel in the bushes and paint them from afar
Yeah.
as they sneak into the farm that holds Bessie.
Okay.
all right. I have a. This is going to be great.
All right, so you got to hold on tight to my waist, right, and bend over, right? So that way you look like the back end of a cow, right? And I'm gonna be the front. Don't worry, I got the mouth sounds down. Moo!
Now,
All right.
do you guys actually have a costume to put around you?
Yeah.
Okay, there's a cow costume. It's not just two guys holding on to each other going moo.
Yeah, we use it for the Milk Day parade every year.
All
Maybe,
right.
but maybe I should make the sounds. I have the perfect thing for this.
Are you
And-
sure, man?
All right, just put the costume on.
You don't have to ask me twice. I like dress up.
Could
Okay,
you always ask for milk? But yes.
No, we are not doing this the easy way.
Yeah, this
Okay,
milk
we
could just be
dress up.
purchased. It's
And
fine.
Guapir uses his persistent spell when ventriloquism.
Ventriloquism, okay.
He has acting proficiency, and he's going to imitate the sounds of a cow and actually making them come from the front.
All right. So you guys head on in to the farm that's got Bessie. It's just a regular farm down the way. There are some farmers there. So who wants to make the disguise check as you walk on in through the gate towards the farm itself?
Well,
I mean, probably my acting, right?
The cow. I feel like it's me, you know.
It's got to
Maybe-
be it's the visual disguise first,
Oh,
you know.
All right, the visual disguise first.
So whoever's
It's a joint effort, right? I'm the top half. He's the bottom half, right? You put the two of us together. We have our disguise check. I think this
Got
is
it, Greg. You're the top.
okay. So do you want to do one check that's the average of your charismas, or do you both make a check and we
I
take?
think we both make a check and see what happens.
All right, both make a check.
So you
Charisma?
could have like the rump be more realistic, but not the front.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, it's so close.
Dude.
But
It's
maybe
You guys
so-
are like in sync.
maybe the sounds
We're
make
gonna
it.
start a band. Wait, we already are.
All right. So
Oh.
which of you is the front and which of you is the rump again?
I'm the front, baby.
You're the front. Okay. So the front is looking a little suspect as it like starts to walk in just off the road into the farmland pasture, heading for the actual farm building itself. One of the farmers kind of scratches his head and meanders on over to take a look at this weird cow that just walked in on its property. There's some cow sounds going on.
The front half of the cow didn't do well, but the back half did really well.
Yep. Well, the back half did. You know,
And the
Maybe another cow fancies it because it's like wick.
I was gonna say, Neal. Remember
Yeah, you got some like, you got some nice little
Guathier's really shaking that rump.
cow rump. Yeah.
Should
shaking
I
that
make
cow
an
rump.
acting check for those
Make it
cow
work.
sounds?
Yeah, give me
The
your acting
guards
check.
are minotaurs, Neal.
Oh no, this isn't at Luna Acres.
Damn.
It's not at Luna Acres. There's no Minotaur guards. This is just
Take
a
that
regular
booty.
farm, just
Take
down
that
the
booty.
way.
Wow,
So
that
one of the
sounds like-
farmers comes over and kind of like pats the head and runs the hand all the way back to the rump, gives it a bit of a squeeze, and just starts following the cow into the farm building.
Okay, so we follow it in, acting like a cow, right?
Right.
And then as we're crossing the farm building, he's gonna like turn the corner on the farm, right? And there's gonna be no one watching him.
Mm-hmm.
And then I blop him over the head, knock him out, and like absorb him into the cow. he becomes the middle length of the cow.
I just imagine that like the top on the bottom half at the same time, like bop him on the head.
And then so we tie his arms around my waist, and then here like holds his feet, and now our cow's just longer.
It's like a super long dragon cow.
We do it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Why?
All
Why?
right.
Why
Give me a
are they
roll to
throwing
hit.
a haystack or something.
Give me a roll to hit to bop him on the head.
Both of us.
Both of you. I think you're both doing it at the same
Hey,
time.
don't have a cow, man. Oh, that's
Any
pretty
bonuses?
Simon.
Surprise.
Just your regular, yeah, +2 for surprise. Sure.
Oh god.
Oh, Johnny Vegas whaps him. Guathier, is that 12 an attack roll?
Hmm?
Yep, the 12 and the 19 both hit. Neither of them clear by 10. Roll me bludgeoning damage, just like regular punching someone damage.
That's like 1 plus your strength or what?
D2, I believe.
Yes, D2 plus your strength modifier.
5 points of damage, and the farmer goes down.
I've never heard of it.
So the cow separates briefly. I tie his arms around my waist. Guathier picks up his legs, and we like fold over the rest of the cow suit over him. So we're now just a longer cow.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, glad nobody else sees this.
And then we make our way into the barn.
You're in the barn. There's stall after stall after stall, and there at the end of the barn, at the far end, is this like wall-to-wall carpet, mahogany fence, like with freshly rubbed mineral oil on it, like banners that come down the side in royal purple, a big trough of like crystal clear water, and you know, the freshest hay possible in this like elaborate sort of penned off area for Bessie.
We need that cow's milk, obviously.
Yeah.
So we're gonna make our way over there, and I'm gonna get a big bucket, and I'm gonna look Bethy? What's the name of the cow? Bessie. I'm gonna look Bessie in the eyes, still in the cow getup, of course, and be like, "Hey, don't worry, cow mama. I'm an expert." And I rub my hands together to get them warm and proceed to milk the cow.
Well, this is the finest heifer you've ever laid your hands on before, and give me a cow milking proficiency check.
Jesus Christ.
I have no idea what this check is. I let you make it up.
Okay. So
It's charisma,
That needs to be
obviously.
a charisma check.
I think it's a
Yeah, right, Rob? Charisma.
What is an unproficient check? -4.
No, half the stat is what we've been trying recently.
Okay.
You know, we like to play with the rules here quite a bit.
No.
All right, so you go and you start milking Bessie, and you're getting like little squirts of milk here and there, but you're finding that this cow milking is way harder than you expected it to be. Like, do you have to like hit every udder in a certain order? Like, you know, what is going on here? It's just not working as you want. You find yourself kind of like,
So I
Well, this
hit her on the head and I go,
You
"You're a
don't need to
beautiful
start
cat,
playing
mama."
Simon Says for
There's
the
an
others
extra one
now.
here.
what I noticed, like he's trying and trying. Gauthier like, Sighs, gets out the flute from his backpack and tries to, play a little tune to help Bessie relax and get into the mood.
Yeah, Bessie,
Doesn't
you
want to
listen
think
that
about it too
sexy
much.
flute playing, you beautiful beast.
All right, so give me a charisma check to like lure Bessie into a relaxed and comfortable, like I want to be milked state of mind.
Proficient because I'm using my instrument. And
Yeah, totally.
Oh my god.
And what is Guathier?
Ooh.
What is
34.
the right song
Al
for the
Green.
moment? Ooh.
Ooh. What's the right song?
What is the right song?
I think some Al Green, man.
Which Al Green song? There's a lot of them.
I think they're all good for this purpose.
I think it's actually by Marvin Gaye.
You guys have to help me here. I'm not that person.
Someone give me a song.
Marvin Gaye stuff would be good too.
I can feel it. I don't know. Trying to hold back this feeling.
Maybe it's pure
Some
imagination.
Righteous
because
Brothers.
it just wasn't
I've
a
got
kind
that love and feeling.
When I get that feeling,
Oh yeah, the
sexual
Righteous Brothers is good.
healing, sexual healing. That's good for me, yeah, baby.
He's playing it on a flute.
All right, you play Sexual Healing on the flute. While Johnny Vegas milks the cow, and soon enough,
Oh my
you guys
God.
have a large, I don't know what those cow pitchers are called, but you've got a cow pitcher filled with milk.
And then I guess we hang it on the farmer.
The cow looks back at Johnny and its pupils are now heart-shaped.
Well, I think we absorbed the pitcher of milk into the cow.
Exactly. Yeah. We like hang. It's got like a handle, so we hang the milk on the knocked out farmer in between us, and then we walk our way back out.
All right, give me another charisma check, both of you, for the elongated cow leaving the barn. Because the farmer's buddies over there, pretty
They
drunk.
leaving in swagger.
Oh, fuck yeah, you do.
And like in unison, they got it going.
That's really good. I learned this time how Guathier likes to shake his rump, so I'm like shaking my like haunches in the same rhythm. So we
And
look
there's like this weird clicking noise coming from inside.
it snaps.
Nice.
As we shuffle over the farmland out to the forest. And probably on the way, like on
right
the
then,
end.
I finish my painting of the cow, and then I look out and I'm like, well, it's a little longer now. Maybe I had the proportions wrong.
When we come to the edge of the forest, there's like, and there's just this farmer suddenly appearing at the side of the cow, unconscious.
All right, you've got the milk, you've got the eggs, you've got all the ingredients. We don't have a lot of time to get the last few ones because the party has to start soon. So, what are we missing? We're missing the rest of the cake and the balloons and the sign and the sequins. Let's start with sequins. All right, let's start with sequins. Dash Stargazer, where do you get sequins?
All right, Lucas. We've got to get sequins.
Woof.
I think I know just the place
Woof.
where we can find them. Plenty, all the sequins we could possibly need.
Woof.
Legend tells of an old, abandoned underground male strip club.
Woof.
Oh no!
It's run by Candy.
Yes,
No.
there used to be a male strip club literally underground here in town. If we can only find the entrance, I bet there'd be plenty of sequins down there.
You should ask Alejandro about that.
Woof, woof. All right, so you're going to go look for the rundown underground all-men strip club.
All right, Lucas, I'm gonna need you to get the scent and help me find it. What do male strip clubs smell like?
Like candy.
Very musky.
maybe we could find a bachelorette party so that Lucas could get the scent.
So, Dash Stargazer and his faithful green dog Lucas head out across Berkshire looking for a bachelorette party. I want you to give me a perception check to have those ears listening for the sounds of woo coming from somewhere.
You gotta find the woo girls.
Come on, farm boy.
Let's see. My perception is not good, but I do have my special trained elven dog. And could I increase my percentage if, say, I went looking for this bachelorette party at gay bars?
There's only the one gay bar in town, and that's the lesbian bar down on the docks.
No, that's not where you're gonna find the bachelorette parties.
Yeah. Well, I mean, unless it's a lesbian getting married, then the bachelorette party might be there.
That's true.
Yeah. But then you wouldn't have the male stripper that you're looking for, because you want the male stripper sent.
The Supreme Court ruled. I mean, we don't know.
Oh, they have no preference. They don't give a shit. They just want people to pay their taxes. They're not trying to get involved in your bedroom. So 14. You hear no telltale signs of bachelorette parties. They're probably all happening in the city. You're gonna have to do something else.
All right.
How else are you going to get the
idea.
scent?
I've heard, Lucas, that there's a candy shop here. Quick, to the candy shop.
To the candy shop.
Dash, running straight to the candy shop. Burst in.
There's Monsieur Candy.
I lean on the counter. I say, quick, old man, you have to tell me, has anybody bought any penis-shaped lollipops recently?
He points to the 18+ area and says, come on. Leads you back there and goes,
I need to know if someone else has bought any.
Well, let's go take a look at the inventory, all right? All right.
All right. I was hoping to avoid that, but...
He brings you back there, and sure enough, there's like these large jars filled with various lollipops, and then he points to one that has like one broken penis in it left. And he goes, yep, looks like a couple days ago, yesterday, someone came through and ordered a whole bunch of them. Haven't had time to replace them. The straws with penises on top, and you have to like bite the penis off and then drink through the straw.
No, you drink through the penis.
Oh, okay, that's better. That's better. Okay.
And you can put
We ordered them for the pot.
Yeah.
Simon, it was me.
Where were they headed?
Where were they
Surely
headed?
they wouldn't buy a bunch of these without telling you their total itinerary for the following night.
I think I heard the itinerary 3 different times from 3 different people. 2 of them at the same time. But yes, I heard the itinerary.
Where were they headed? Where would I find them right now?
Oh, it's a secret place. I'm not supposed to let anyone know.
This is a matter of life and death.
Said no one ever about a bachelor party, but okay, all right.
Not a bachelor party, it's a bachelorette party.
Same. All right. I'll tell you, but it'll cost you extra.
It's not the same. Only about 10% of the bachelor parties get those kind of suckers.
Let me tell you then, as long as you'll just leave me alone, and we also have a no dog in the candy store policy, so please keep a close hand on the green thing there. Yeah.
Lucas will let us know if any dogs come in.
Right. So it's gonna be 10 gold to tell you where the party is.
I throw the 10 gold across the counter dramatically. No, I throw 1,000 copper pieces across the counter.
All right. Well, hold on. Let me count these out. 1, 2,
Neal,
3,
time limit.
4.
Neal.
Well, you shouldn't have paid in copper. 5.
You shouldn't have it just standard
6.
currency.
This is what
7.
people tune in Twitch for.
8.
To see the
9.
counting of fictional currency.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I will count to 1,000. 18,
A candy cone falls
19.
over and onto the old man.
20.
Where we find out if Neal can count to 1,000.
I lost track of where I was. Hold on, let me start all over again.
I'm going to
1,
the bathroom.
2, 3, and he counts slowly through your 1,000 copper pieces. And then eventually nods and says, I'll show you the place.
I'm more impressed that Rob just chucked random copper and it happened to be 1,000.
It's dangerous. I mean, 1,000 metal pieces.
It could hurt someone.
He like makes sure that there's always 1,000 per pouch.
Oh, right. He keeps careful
So he can
track.
just so you can just put the pouch on, you know.
He's got the pouch with 100, the pouch with 1,000, the pouch with 500.
He knows the weight of them, so plus the pouch, so he just like is able to like measure by weight instead of having to count. It makes it so much faster.
So he's really good at fondling pouches to determine.
Yeah, he loves the sacks.
God damn it.
Sounds like my kind of guy.
All right. He takes you.
Simon's into it. It's cool.
Yeah.
He takes you to this old building that's definitely run down. The roof is falling. There's like a big condemned sign on the front, and like leads you around to an alleyway on the side, and goes up towards this bush and like pushes on the wall, and the wall kind of like turns inward, and he like shuffles you in, closes the door behind him, and goes, "Shh, you ain't telling nobody about this place. Come on down here," and he lifts up a trapdoor and leads you down this staircase in this abandoned, dilapidated barn into this underground area that's been
The place
burned
called
out.
the bush.
The back door.
Well, once upon a time, it was called the back door. These days, it's just the underground dance party scene. It is actually the place that you were looking for. This is the back door, the former underground male strip club. And it is now just a rave and underground dance hall. You gotta like bring your own DJ and your own setup, of course.
The back door of Rob creation.
Yes,
Dude, the gnomes know how to play some EDM.
they are all about the EDM.
Yeah, Rob, I'm pretty sure, like, freed some slaves or something at some point?
Yeah.
And then had them dance for him?
Yes,
In the
I
male strip
had,
club?
I had
Dance.
freed slaves.
Now that you're free, you must dance.
You can dance. if you
Dance
want
like
to.
you've never danced in your life before.
No, actually, they weren't forced to. They just had the option. They all took it. But yes, so they danced if they wanted to.
Yeah.
Yes,
and they,
they
and,
did.
and they left their friends behind. You know?
Yes, they could definitely dance if they want to.
All right.
Dance if you want to.
So you're here. You're here, Dash Stargazer. You're in the former strip club.
Okay, I need to get sequence. In an active male strip club, and I need sequence. There's clearly only one way I can get them to give me all the sequence I need.
What is that?
I take off my shirt.
Woo!
I take some of my lantern oil, rub it across my chest.
Well, that's dangerous.
Girls start showing up. The bachelorette party is like split. You know, originally it was just like they were here to dance by themselves in this underground club, and now like this man has shown up, and he's taking off his clothes and rubbing oil all over himself. Like, who hired the stripper? Becky, was that you? Oh my God, Becky, this is gonna be great. I love
I'll
supply
run
strippers.
backstage, and I'll say, "Quick, I'm going up next. I need sequence."
You're talking to yourself. There's nobody else here. There's no backstage.
This no longer.
No, it's
no
just
strip
a
club?
dance club. No, I've said
Oh,
that
no.
like 4 times. It's
But
just
if it used to be,
it used to be, definitely.
and I'm backstage, then I'll
There-
roll around on the ground.
You roll left, you roll right, you get sequins all over you.
I
As
like
well
to
as a
imagine the
bunch
dog also does this.
Yeah, the dog's rolling back and forth with you.
Yeah. You're even bigger than I am, Lucas. Oil up, Lucas.
You guys,
Roll.
you guys are covered in dirt and sequins and ash because I think this place burned down once upon a time. And as you like come out from the back area, you see that the girls have all lined up, sort of blocking your exit unintentionally, and are hooting and hollering for you to put on a show.
Oh no! How do we get out of here, Lucas? Oh, maybe I can climb this pole to safety. No. Oh, I'm just all over the place.
Give me a dex check, Rob.
You're scaring this poor innocent farm boy.
Oh, God.
Fresh off the farm, who's never seen things like this. So innocent.
Just he comes from the Midwest of Drekis, where nothing ever happens, and here he is in the big city.
Maybe there's a way out over there, or over there, maybe there, or there.
I think the dog has given up too at this point.
Give me your dex check.
Can I give you my dance check? Because
yes.
Well, I guess that's the same thing, isn't it?
Yeah. One of those is going to be perfect.
I'm proficient at dancing.
Well, we need to know.
Inquiring minds want to know, Rob. Oh, it's beautiful. It's quite a show, and you find yourself surrounded by hands that are
I don't know what to do.
all over you, and they're kind of grabbing and pushing, and there's yelling and music, and it's all sort of like a blur, and there's like shots in your face, and there's candy penises everywhere, and I think like 6 hours later, Dash Stargazer and the dog kind of stumble out of this place covered with like glitter and sequins and sticks and shit, and you're just like dazed and not really understanding what happened down there.
All right, I'll stumble over to Cog Wrench Hammerbench's shop.
He looks up at you. Hello?
I say, I got your sequence gnome. And let's never speak of how I got it.
Well, I think you need to take them over to the leather worker, right? I mean...
Oh, that's right.
So I think that they look tight, but I'm not making the vest.
That's right, that's right.
So someone else has to do the rest.
I was a bit disoriented. Quick, Lucas, to the leather worker.
And you go to the leather worker, who sees you coming. She lets out a long sigh.
Yeah, he does. He sees him coming. Yeah.
Well, I guess those are the sequins I needed.
Does she offer to help him take them off?
She kind of wants him to take them off and put them in a wash basin that she can then, you know, like rinse out before she has to touch any of them. But they're kind of sticky, you know.
No shipping.
Okay.
All right, I de-sequence myself.
All right.
Slowly brushing them off with my hands.
Give me
Never had sequins on you before, have you?
Give me a perception check at disadvantage, Rob.
Gnome sequence. Nice.
Perception check at disadvantage. We 5-e'd this place.
Dude, we're playing fast and loose with all the rules.
It's a crazy day.
Twice.
Oh.
All right. No worries then. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Okay. So.
Be fine.
That was for how sexily you took off the sequins?
You'll find out what it was for later. I promise.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's how many sequins you got off of you?
It's too late. Okay. Cake. Johnny, Vegas. You and Borsch are on cake making duty.
All right.
You've got all the ingredients. How are you going to make this cake? What do you need to do for it?
We need to go outside of town and get a big fire, because we're going to need a big pan to make a big cake.
Okay.
All right. First, we got to find a wizard that can make a big pan. I got some friends, Borsch. I'm going to ask, see if any of them know how to make big pans. And then I go in, and I find whoever is available in the tavern of my companions. And I'm like, all right, I have an emergency cake procedure that needs to be done. Which one of you, and don't lie, can make big pans?
Like a pan? Like the one?
Pan. Like, I got one here, and I hold up a pan. I'm like, I need it bigger.
You could just ask the gnome.
There's a gnome.
Yeah, Hammerbench. He
No,
probably
we
has.
need a magic pan. Look, I need a big pan, and I need it now. I'm like J.G. Wentworth with pans right now.
I go over to Walkart's.
Don't be a pansy.
Log hearts, you say?
Yes.
Well,
Well, if you can't find a big pan, maybe you could just make a bunch of little ones and then you put them together.
Oh, and then we mix them together
Yeah.
with icing.
Well, yeah, like some buttercream stuff.
I like the way you think.
Or
right.
Betsy cream, you know, if you want to put a little play on words.
All right, everybody. I need all the pans that you can find. I'm gonna take all of them out of the bar here. Meet me outside of town with all the pans you can find. Break, and then I just go.
I'm gonna go and burglar a bunch of people's houses and steal their pans.
Just stealing people's pants now.
No bad pansy, right?
All right. So you guys gather all the plans in Shenanigans, which means no one can cook for the rest of the day, and all the pans that you can get your hands on, and make a cake in the woods.
Right.
Johnny.
So we make a big bonfire, and we're like we're mixing up cake batter, and we're just like layering tons of pans on this fire, like so they're all cooking at the same time, right outside of town somewhere. This is huge cake bake-off happening.
Giant cake off.
We both probably stole from the blacksmith like a what's it called? Like a big fence or a metal fence or grating to like put over the fire.
Perfect. Well thought.
They thought about making it for a gate, but now we just took like a graded gate.
This is perfect.
It's all panned out.
All right, Greg, I'm gonna ask you to make me a cooking check for the cake.
Let me remember what my cooking
Do it.
Nope.
Oh shit.
I'm proficient in cooking, but I have yet to pass it.
Isn't Borscht helping him?
Borscht is helping, so I'll give you an advantage on the cooking check. Go ahead and give me another roll.
Oh, boy.
You do have Borscht here to help you out.
Come on, do it.
Oh, do you roll the same?
It was
both
fated-
Roll the same, Greg.
It was fated that today your cake baking would not be.
I have a feeling that you both don't know how to cook cake because
Johnny,
everything.
This did not
For what
pan
feeling
out.
do you think that they don't know how to bake a cake from? From the moment that they were like, let's go pretend to be chickens? Eggs? Or
That
when
has
you,
nothing to do with
when you dressed up with a cat, like a cow with him?
I think I know the issue, by the way.
What is
They
it?
never
Johnny,
removed the eggshells.
I think I know what's wrong.
They just like get the egg thing and the milk thing, and just dump them in and stir it up, and it's
It's
Got the
crunchy.
eggshells in it still.
all right.
Hey, Johnny,
It's a
I think I know
crunchy
what
cake.
went wrong, and I think I know how to fix it.
All right. Well, how are we fixing it?
Well, as a farm boy with an origin story, I know a lot about villages, small villages that were completely wiped out at various times. And legend tells it that there was another village nearby that got wiped out.
Yeah, that was
used to
my
bake
village.
A gigantic cookie. And they must have had a gigantic pan to
Well,
make
that was
that
a-
gigantic cookie.
Another
And the village was completely wiped out, which means there's a gigantic pan just waiting for us to find.
I think it's too late. He has already gotten all the eggs and all the milk and all the flour and tried to cook it. I think a bigger pan, like you'd have to redo all the other submissions.
I like the way you were thinking there, but I have a different plan. If the cake sucks, all you gotta do is hide it in icing, and then no one will ever know. So we're gonna build this sucker with so much icing, it'll be all good.
All right, give
Back
me
to the candy shop.
give me a check for how good your icing comes out. But also with advantage.
Oh
'cause
god,
got
if you
four
roll
share.
a 2 for both of these rolls,
Just twos.
just
No way.
twos all around would be the funniest
He
shit.
has advantage. There has to be something else but a two.
I hope he rolls 2s because it'd be funny.
It'll be good. It'll be good. Right?
I hope it was the one.
Neal's face, right?
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 It's
fine, it's fine.
Works, but I don't know.
It'll be fine.
No, that
No,
doesn't.
Wrong.
It doesn't
not
count.
gonna
Oh, you
roll.
need to do
Incorrectly.
KH1. KH1.
KH1.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not even a roll. I like that it wound up
Yeah.
being a 2 anyway, though.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, the frosting comes out so good. It's thick and creamy, and like it rolls out soft, and then kind of like hardens to that brittle fine. It's perfect.
You just have to warn people not to eat anything but the frosting.
All right, so the cake is done. We nixed
Is the
the
cake
balloons.
dry or like
Neal.
super watery?
We don't know. We only.
Undercooked or overcooked? That's the question.
Oh.
It's like a dry sponge, I think, right?
I think probably like the inside
It's
is maybe a
crunchy
little
sponge.
gooey, and the outside's a little dry.
I was thinking they'd all be dry because we couldn't get to the ones in the middle of this giant fire pit in time.
Right. So it's a little dry, but the frosting more than makes up for it.
right.
There's
Odin
one last
frosting.
thing that you guys need before this goes off, and that is the
Happy birthday sign.
That's the happy birthday
So,
sign.
Neal, Doreen is just going to get this long, fairly wide piece of cloth, white cloth. Get some paint,
Yep.
and then just paint on "Happy Birthday, Lizzy." No
And-
age mentioned anywhere.
No age, nothing. Just big happy birthday, Lizzy.
Yeah.
And can
Sweet.
Guafia help Doreen, since he has an arts and crafts artistic ability,
I'd
to
let you
help
do
him-
it then.
to help him make the sign extra sparkly and special with pretty colors and all that?
Sure, yeah. There's you can get some sequins from sequins down the street if you need.
It's like comes up, it's like this
He
handful
could
of
have just gone to sequence.
Yeah, I mean it's just down the street, but he knew where he wanted to get his sequins from, so different. Why don't we take our last break, and when we come back from our very last break, we will build the sign and throw the party for Lizzy, and then you will all get your rewards.
I'm sorry, Lizzy.
This is going to be a great party. I wish someone would throw me a party like this.
Neal,
Okay.
Oh, Neal,
when
we
I
can
got
do
the
it.
sequence, I also bought like a big fancy glass. Plastic glass for Lizzy.
All right. We'll be
I wanted
back.
to have her have a giant glass, like
It's like a giant
the
wine.
size
No,
of
no.
her.
You know those ones that are like just a long tube, like kind of bong shaped, but they're just those like giant alcohol glasses that they like hang.
Okay,
from
we
people's
couldn't find her a giant wine glass, so we made her a bong because that's what.
And with that, we're going to go take a break, everybody. We'll see you on the other side for more shenanigans.